Hello, mentors. So this is meeting 3, and let's talk about the pop art challenge. We have this canvas. This time is split into 4 equal rectangles. And let's draw your motif 4 times, one in each box, one in each region. One will be the original, and that's going to be on the top left corner. The other 3 will be distortions. Use this diagram. So we have a scale of half horizontally, so it's a compression, as you can see here. Then here we will have 1.5 vertically, so 50% more vertically. So it gets taller. And then we have a mix. We have a times 0.5 in one dimension you choose, horizontal or vertical, and then times 2. So you just expand in the other dimension. In this example, the expansion was vertical and the compression was horizontal. So this is the challenge. They draw and then they answer how these 4 areas of the motifs compare to one another. What can you say about it and why? So you can read the teaching guide for the solution. This is another example in which we use some key lines or key parts to actually help us create the shapes. So there's 2 different strategies that could be used or more. You could frame the motif in the smallest possible rectangle and then distort that rectangle. So this is like an area of reference. So you would draw a rectangle covering the original. And then it's simpler, right? So try to distort that rectangle and then fit again, right? The original, which will be now distorted. You could also use in this method horizontal lines drawn as help, right? To go step by step, not to get lost in the whole thing. So many students will get lost or very kind of overwhelming about distorting or compressing all things at once. So just go step by step, maybe compress this part, this line, or this mini shape, and then go from that. So that's a perfectly good strategy. The other strategy would be, for example, drawing 5 or so horizontal lines that go from one end of the motif to the next one. So this is like a skeleton. It's like a printer that kind of maps the shape somehow in a simpler way. And then scale each line by 0.5, for example, in this third part, so that they're smaller. And then with this new skeleton, you reconstruct, you build the the distorted copy again. And for new areas, students can figure out that each scaling in each dimension will have the effect of multiplying the new area by that scaling factor. Here's an example. If you scale a rectangle horizontally by 0.5, the new area will be 0.5 times the area of the original rectangle. So students can use these lines or small squares to make sense of why this is the case. So here will be the answer. The original is the original. The area is that area. This copy here will have half the area of the original. This copy on the bottom left will have 1.5 times the original. And the most surprising and nice part is this thing that it's so different, right? Looks so different because of the distortion. Since it's a 0.5 and a 0.2, there's a compensation effect that actually gets you the same area of the original shapes. So these 2 shapes, these 2 motifs have the same area. Okay, have fun thinking about this and how are you gonna express and talk about this. Bring models, bring examples to show your students. So be ready for that. See you in another video. Bye.